All right, here we go.
Wow.
Okay.
70s, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the hair, the
The car.
car, the hair. I mean, was she eating something?
Think so.
Cigarettes right next to her hair.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, this is just the 70s. And the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes, right?
Wow.
I got Cyndi Lauper in my head.
Okay, so the question is simply when in the 70s?
So you've got like a slight 60s vibe going on with the earrings and that shirt.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
maybe the woman's second on the right,
Yeah.
a bit more of an 80s vibe.
There's an 80s feel there, isn't there?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what it is. That she's just iconic.
Yeah, she
70s.
looks kind of 80s though, doesn't she, with that hair?
Yeah, but that kind of big floofy hair was a thing.
Yeah, that was the
in
70s thing.
in the 70s.
Right. Any watches to help us?
There's a watch.
Does that help
does
us? Not really.
help, no.
The shoes are probably the best indicator.
Yeah.
The car, we can't see much of it, but
That's a
that could
70s
be
car.
a 70s car, right? For
Yeah.
sure. Question is it late or early?
I mean, maybe this is mid 70s because it is just so very
so
70s.
70s, yeah. I mean, so the girl on the left, like her jumper with the stripes, that feels 80s too.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think because that's sort of used in like cricket uniforms and stuff, so I think it might be a more timeless kind of.
Yeah, but using it as a
Design
fashion
feature.
item is
Yeah.
unusual, like until the 80s kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Could this be the 80s? Like, consider it as an 80s? No, it's just not, is it?
Early 80s? I mean, it could be, but there's no.
It's the shoes. The shoes were very uncool in the 80s.
Yeah, but also
Sandals.
like you'd expect to see something about the 80s.
Yeah, it's something.
And there really isn't anything.
And the trousers are so 70s. The
Yeah.
jeans, like all of them flared, all of them.
Could it be the 60s? I mean, the car for me looks really 70s and not 60s. But I don't know. I don't know, it just screams 70s. at
Yeah,
me.
yeah. It just, if it's not the 70s, I think it's more likely to be the 80s and the 60s.
Yeah.
But 75 feels okay.
Yeah, I want to say 75, 76. Like mid, maybe pushing a little bit late. But it doesn't feel like the 60s. I don't know why.
I'm inclined to go late. Yeah, there's a sort of frivolity that maybe wasn't there in the 60s. I don't know what I'm getting at. They're just
Yeah, I'm going to
laughing.
go
They're
like
just people
76,
laughing.
77.
Can we look in the background, just zoom in, see if anything pops out? Probably nothing, but there's a car. I'm just thinking the house, but nothing's...
No.
Yeah, there's nothing there, is there? The bag, handbag,
Where?
on the left, on the car.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's like a basket. It's like a bamboo. I think it's definitely not the 80s. Those might have been around in the 60s. I don't know.
75 feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe a touch later, like 77.
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Should we go 76 then?
I think I liked 77, but 76, fine.
76 or 7.
You choose, so when it's wrong, I can blame you.
Let's go with 77.
All right.
75.
That was 75. Nice.
So we were right, it was spot on in the 70s. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. I guess instincts.
Yeah. No, I wanted to push it later. But I guess we should have gone 76 because that would have been a compromise.
Yeah. Cool. Look at this.
So that's a 20s silhouette.
Yeah, okay, cool.
The cloche hat is the thing to wear in the 1920s.
Okay.
We got the dropped waist.
It's absolutely 20s for sure,
20s, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is where like fashion knowledge is just going to help. That guy is cool
I'm
as
pretty,
well.
Yeah, pretty confident it's in the 20s.
Everyone looks great. Look at that.
They do look great, yeah. I can't see anything on the sign, can we?
That's got an Art Nouveau vibe, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
all right.
it's
So
the
when
20s. That's almost certain, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how long did it take for the 20s to kick in and become the 20s?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right.
I'd say we'd probably, as the safest bet, go somewhere in the middle. But I don't actually. Yeah, I don't know any
Like
more
we should have
details.
done for the last one.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay, maybe we should go 25
Let's
then.
go 25 then. There's nothing else there, is there?
No, and like, you'd need to be a fashion historian to be able to say exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think
when.
I would have got that. Yeah.
I mean, that that skirt is quite short for what it's worth. So maybe 26 then.
Yeah, cool. Bump it up a year for the short skirt.
All right.
All right.
You happy with that?
Yeah. Nice.
27.
Awesome.
Not
Good
bad.
work.
Bumping it up a year for the short skirt.
Paid off.
All right. So in 1927, we had skirts that were just below the knee.
All right.
All right. Wow, that's beautiful.
Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis. This is a really good photo.
Wow.
Look at this. That's gorge.
So is this a like a color picture, or do you think this is one that was kind of painted up?
It feels a little bit. Well, I think it wasn't paint. I think it was like
I don't know what they
digital
did.
or something. I don't know.
It's just so colorful.
Filters. It's so nice.
Wow.
I love the way it's not too saturated either.
Yeah. Parisian dancing.
It looks like the Radiohead Hail to the Thief album cover.
I don't know that. Wow. Okay. Fur
Right,
coats.
fashion again. 70s, right? Isn't it?
Oh, you're serious?
No, maybe I'm not.
Okay, no, it's not the 70s.
Okay, it's older.
It's at the latest.
Oh,
it's
it's the 50s, of course. Jerry Lewis, right?
Oh, of course. We could place it from this stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's not later than the 50s, but fashion-wise it could be earlier. But can we place it from...
Okay, so I think, again, back to the future knowledge. I think Jerry Lewis was a thing in Back to the Future 1, I think he's referred to. So he
does
was
that mean
around
the
in
50s?
1955. But I may be wrong. Because there's Jerry Lee Lewis. I get confused. Power of Love. I don't know.
Olsen and Johnson? Jack Miles?
Nope. Means nothing. But the cars are 50s, right? Or they even look like they could be 60s.
That looks like the 60s cars, doesn't it?
But it could be a 50s car.
Is that a Jeep?
What's going on there? It's a time-traveling car.
Okay. It's a little hard with the fashion because...
For what it's worth, there were a lot of like fur coats like that in Back to the Future.
So in the 50s?
1955.
This is child wearing a coat, like a wool
November
coat.
1955. Look, yeah, he looks like could be like a wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I want to say 50s. So it's the 40s, 50s, or 60s.
I don't think it's the 40s. But maybe it is. It feels 50s,
I mean,
right?
Yeah, it'd be weird to have a colour picture. I mean, it feels like the 50s, the feeling of it.
Yeah.
I guess this kind of stuff. These films or musicals.
These guys are launching 1,000 new laughs.
Paramount.
Yeah.
So when did the film industry take off? Was it the 50s? Or no, was it earlier?
Take off. I don't know, like even Charlie Chaplin. Like,
Oh, okay.
No,
So that's not going to help.
all 20th century. It's a film about sailors, so it might be just post-war.
That's a good point. So maybe this is early 50s.
That's advertising. Spaghetti with less starch. That's good. Frankfurters.
But
Yeah.
that car,
Uh,
it does look like a 60s car.
Yeah. It does.
It's tricky.
I kind of want to say 1955.
Really?
Yeah, but that's probably just because of Back to the Future.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't got much to go on, so...
Could be 1955.
Yeah. I'm happy with that, because that car is a bit modern looking. Not that I know much about cars. But we don't think it's the 60s.
Yeah, people just seem a bit too old-fashioned for the 60s.
I mean, I'm just going on the fur coats.
Yeah. Well, the woman in the front and the left, like that suit.
Yeah. So maybe we should go...
Does the handbag help?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I don't know. So Back to the Future was 55. Did it look like this?
They didn't go to anywhere like this.
I don't know. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, unless you feel strongly any other way. I feel those cars could be 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like Buicks and stuff are from the 50s.
Yeah, it's a 50s vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know even why I think that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of clueless.
Okay. So should we go 55?
It's a fun year.
Yes?
Yes. Okay.
52.
Cool. Not too bad.
All right.
Note that the car,
Yeah.
they look like that going quite far back. This looks like a childhood photo from like my family.
I think I went to school with that girl.
What's her name?
Carolyn.
Yeah, she looks like a Carolyn.
All right.
This is straight out.
This is the 80s,
This
right?
is the 80s.
Yeah.
The camera like style, the photograph style is like so 80s. That poor kid, what was he wearing?
There's touches of the 70s
There
though.
is,
I think
there
we're
is.
in the early 80s.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like... I mean, maybe this was in a sort of like a more rural area or something. But it doesn't feel full on 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not a hugely like fashionable house, so...
Such an odd photo.
Yeah.
What are these toys and games and stuff? Let's have a look. So what's this? No. Is it some sort of like... Oh, that red and yellow thing, if you scroll up, it's that red and yellow thing. It's like
is that an Etch-a-Sketcher?
It's like an Etch-a-Sketch, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's early 80s, isn't it? That's
Was
even around
it?
in the 70s.
Was it?
Was it?
Okay, I don't know.
This kid's got cufflinks on.
I guess it's like a special occasion.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe it's Christmas.
Maybe Christmas, yeah.
Oh, hang on, look at the candles on the table. Red candles and green decorations.
Okay, it's Christmas.
So it's Christmas morning.
A
And
large
she got
family.
a monkey.
It's quite a worrisome monkey, isn't it?
It's a good monkey.
Why has it got red cheeks? It's a monkey with red cheeks.
There's nothing wrong with that monkey. All right. Oh, look, they've even got Christmas decorations there.
That's cute.
So this feels early 80s
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember that kind of stuff. It might have been like hand-me-downs from the 70s even. Although, you know, who knows? It could just be a really conservative household and this is actually 1995.
Oh, God. I mean, it could be, right?
It could be, couldn't
but
it?
no, they wouldn't be getting an Etch-a-Sketch.
No, that's true.
Um,
Were they that early?
I want to say they're 70s even.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. And it might not be quite an Etch-a-Sketch. There were I remember like very early memories of Etch-a-Sketches. So yeah, like early 80s for sure.
But I mean, it's definitely like before the hyper consumerism of today. It's like this is Christmas morning and the kids have like a board game and a toy and another toy. They're not like knee deep in wrapping paper.
What are these things up here? But yes, you're right. It's true. There's no Nintendo Wii going on.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did they put a demonic Santa face on the toaster there?
It's kind of creepy.
Oh, they're mugs. They're like beer mugs. Like what do you call them? Tankers.
Oh,
Tankards.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All
right. Yeah, I mean, like 80, 83
My
maybe.
chair's a little odd with a like velvet on it or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's white. Why do you put a white chair in the kitchen, you idiots? Fools. Okay, yeah, 83.
Plastic tablecloth.
Yeah, plastic tablecloth.
I mean, I don't know. I reckon this could be later. Could possibly be earlier, but would they have had a plastic tablecloth in the 70s?
Possibly.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It feels more 80s.
I mean, it feels like the 80s, but could this be the 70s or the 90s?
If it's either, it's the 90s, right? It just, yeah, it feels like... I think the 70s would have a more, like, orderly house somehow.
You reckon?
I don't know. It's a silly thing to say. I
pretty
don't know what I'm
orderly.
talking about. If that's your friend Caroline...
Yeah.
When is this?
Then it would be, like, 1989.
Well, let's say it's 1980... Oh, no, that feels a bit too late, right?
I don't know.
I mean, it just about could be. Yeah. The Etch-a-Sketch. No, it's not 89. It's earlier, I reckon.
I mean, his outfit... I guess it's Christmas Day, so the kids are kind of dressed up.
Yeah, they're dressed up for Christmas. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Good sneeze. Good sneeze. Bless you.
When did they dress kids like that?
Did they ever? Or was it a thing they did?
I don't know.
Which they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean... Like... I'm happy with 83.
I'm happy with... Maybe, should we push it a touch later?
You reckon later?
84?
84.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
71!
No.
It was the 70s and nearly the 60s.
Oh my God. That just screams 80s though, doesn't it? Like, wow.
So, how could we have known that? I mean, those vests are 70s.
Yeah, but they're also possible, totally possible, like 80s thing.
I'm surprised.
I am flabbergasted.
I mean, this looks like an American family, so maybe like compared to today, the quite Spartanness of their Christmas presents.
Yeah, but it could be Germany, this photo, for all we know.
Yeah, that's true.
Beer tankard in the background.
That's true.
Oh, man, that is... I'm not feeling bad that we didn't get that. Because
that was tough.
That's just like, no way. How could we have known that?
71, huh?
Nothing tells you that. The fridge even looks more modern.
Where's the fridge?
Is that the fridge? There, that's a big white thing.
No, isn't that a cupboard?
And that's why it looks like quite modern. Behind the boy there's a fridge, right?
Don't know.
Okay, that does look like some weird spa instrument.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's the best. Like the clothes.
Oh, is that the sink there?
What's going on there?
I think it is a sink. So, yeah, I mean, the size of the kitchen, considering they've got 5 kids, it's a really tiny...
Might just be, like, not very well off.
I guess.
Might
Anyway,
be their second kitchen.
Recalibrate.
Wow.
That's
I don't know what to
1971.
recalibrate there. Just the fact that things can surprise you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's shocking. All right, last one. This is on the beta racing and Charlie's in the front again. All right.
Okay. So this is before windscreens.
That's your first impression. It's before windscreens.
Well, look.
I mean,
There's
you're
a
right.
tiny little thing there.
That's why they had goggles.
Yeah.
Wow. So.
Okay. Car knowledge would be helpful right now.
Yeah, this is.
There's no ladies to look at, so we can't really go on the fashion.
That was a pity there are
There's
ladies
one.
to look at.
Is that a woman?
That's a lady.
I don't know. Okay, this is going to be tough.
Cunningly disguised man. Right. Yeah, I mean, this is throwing this out there like the 30s.
All right, so the design looks a little bit like the Model T, right?
In the sense that there are big wheels on the
Yeah.
but I mean, this is early Formula One or whatever.
Yeah.
The precursor to that was. So like, I don't think we can really compare a normal like car
Because
with a
it's
racing
just a
car.
completely different design.
Yeah, it's like a racing car.
I mean, the fact that there are no windshields.
Actually, number 14 in the background does actually look a bit more like a Model T, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a
Are they
huge back
still
wheel there, though.
really early?
This is like very early motor racing,
Yeah.
right? Like,
But I mean, it was hugely popular.
is this like Monte Carlo or something, or Monaco or something? It looks like that sort of place.
Idea.
Right, should we look at the audience? I think we might have more of a...
I don't know how well we can see them. There are some ladies. That looks like 40s hair, the triangle.
Yeah, are they wearing sunglasses?
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, are they? Yeah,
When did sunglasses...
yeah.
How the hell do we not know when sunglasses, like... Never thought about
Well,
this.
they were definitely around in the 50s.
Right, yeah.
But, I mean, surely somebody invented them earlier than that.
This is older than the 50s, right?
So,
It's got to be.
yeah.
It kind of looks like it's Europe as well, which suggests it's like certainly not during the war. This
That's
looks
a
like
good
it could,
point. Could this
is
be
like,
post-war?
Oh, I was thinking interwar.
Ah.
So post-war is like, oh, I see. Yeah, it could still be the 40s, right? It could be like late 40s.
Mm. I'm just basically going off that one triangular hair shape. That one.
Sunglasses, though.
So, how long have sunglasses been around?
I really don't know.
Could this be late
There are
40s?
lots of sunglasses, right? Or is it just the way glasses? No, there are
No,
lots of
they're
sunglasses.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a photograph of someone in sunglasses pre-war.
I wonder if they were like invented for pilots or something. Yeah, I mean, so if this were interwar, then that would be what, 30s
No, 20s.
or 20s?
20s feels too early for this, right?
I don't know. I mean, these
could
cars
be.
look really old.
And the guys in them just have a really oldie school vibe. Yeah.
You expect to see the scarf going flying.
The guy
back
on the
behind
right,
him.
if you scroll right a bit, it's just like...
I mean, this has almost got like a 19th century feel
yeah, right.
with the goggles.
The cars look pretty kind of, despite old, like look pretty robust though. Like,
Yeah, but do we know what 40s? I mean, I guess the thing
it's
is
a
racing
racing
cars
car,
have a
it's
different
so
design.
different. Yeah, I mean, they still do now.
That's really tough.
Yeah, I think we can't really use any of our limited car knowledge on this.
What about the quality of the picture? Does that tell us anything?
It doesn't have that sort of haziness that like 20s and older photos have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So I think this is Europe, isn't it?
It feels, yeah, it's not America, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, but it does seem like Europe.
So
Yeah.
So 30s or late 40s?
And if it's the 30s, it has to be before. This is not in the war, because this is
No,
this is
they
something
wouldn't
like-
have been doing
they
this
wouldn't
during the
be
war. It'd be a
faffing
complete
around with
waste
this, unless this was some sort of experimental military
Yeah,
operation.
but it's not. It's a car
obviously
race.
not. You would be surprised.
Mm.
Attack. Yeah. All right. I'm veering towards the 40s. Although, yeah, I know. It's just yeah, right. Oh man.
I mean, it would make more sense if this were post-war.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yay, Europe
Yay,
is
drive a
all
car.
safe. Now let's, you know.
There goes our cat. Can we zoom in on these guys in the front? Because this guy here, that guy, yeah, that kind of feels a bit 50s, like precursor
It's the glasses,
to 50s.
sunglasses.
Yeah, right.
We should find out about the sunglasses.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we should just say it's the 40s purely based on the sunglasses.
Yeah, right. I mean, I just don't feel that there were sunglasses in the 1930s. I just don't feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we associate them with the 50s and afterwards. But I mean, that doesn't... I don't know, maybe people took their sunglasses off to be photographed. I don't know.
1946.
I'm happy with 46.
Yeah, I reckon.
I mean, 45 would be too early, right? Because you had to get all this stuff organised.
There's still a bit of war going on back then as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe 47. I mean,
All right. Yeah,
they had to build these things.
And invent sunglasses.
47?
Yeah, right, yeah.
46.
Oh, mate.
Oh, so close. Sorry, 47 was my thing.
Cool. We did well. That was good deduction.
Let's find out about the sunglasses.
Cool. So let's check our general vibes. That was a good one.
Close. Pretty close.
Yeah, well done. Nice.
Not bad.
Atrocious.
Terrible. And pretty good.
I guess one thing you can say about the
70.
70s, if you go back to that photo, the 70s was very orange. Like it was a very predominant colour of the
Yeah,
70s.
but I mean, 80s had these kind of wood panelled walls.
Yeah, but
I'm really surprised.
This is very orange.
A plastic tablecloth. Is it plastic?
Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Cool.
No, well done.
Yeah, not bad.